getting back into it. I've got to do, just trying to set up the camera here. If I could do it there. Yeah.
Yeah, well, I realised last week, because I had some bad habits, I think, trying to go inside. Because when I tried against Rory, you said,
oh yeah.
Yeah, but I mean,
stay outside, I think.
yeah, but inside, equally, what you do is get good outside, and then in the meantime work on your inside as well, and it comes up. I used to. It took me a long time to kind of beat the other guys inside in my club, because in this club it was when we were still in Cambridge, because they were all big guys, and it's like and bloody Zolt, lovely guy, but he was a monster in the hook. I could never get him over my side, so it's like, but I'm very good at it now because of that. But it took a while, so it's like, you know, some guys are great at hook immediately, weirdly.
Yeah. Well,
so
that was more me. I think I was naturally, I'm better at a hook, but I find it hard to get into a hook, because a lot of people will keep me on the outside.
you need to learn to come up to the hook rather than go down into the hook.
Yeah, just sort of learning to not lose my wrist.
Yeah.
As well.
Well, so you imagine it's like, it's a little guy thing with me.
Yeah.
I was always losing my wrist, so now I tend to come up into it, less likely to lose it.
Sort of like punch up into it, you mean?
Yeah, you sort of try and bring easier to, you use less effort to come up into the hook rather than force your way into it. See if I can find an angle that you're actually all in. Trouble is, it's quite a small room. I don't know if you noticed.
Yeah.
And now we've got no shelves on the wall, so.
Yeah, I've actually, nice. I've got, from when I pulled in that competition, I've still got, I don't know what happened, I pulled against, I was in the open class, and I pulled against some guy who's like 6'4".
Oh yeah,
massive. And he top rolled me, and I caught it, but then he went over again. So what I'm feeling now, when you're coming in, it's loads of time.
Really obvious.
Around the top of my hand.
That's a really common thing. It's just an overextension.
Yeah.
So if you're fully tense and then you extend past that, you're going to get.
I would have thought it would have been okay by now, but that's
no, it'd take about 2 or 3 months to get past that.
Yeah.
Nice. You've got very low hand there, so it's good, but oh yeah. Hey, oh, you've got bloody good, got a good hook. Oh, I don't know how. Being a shorter than average, let's say.
It's difficult, isn't it? I think it did kind of work up there somehow.
Well, sort of.
Oh, it's a bit sketchy.
I think you put it sideways in here.
Yeah, but the trouble is, it wasn't really fitting anything. We couldn't see it. It was really dodgy. So. I think you've done better than most because of it, by the sounds of it. I mean, oh, that's a good angle. I found a good angle. Yeah. Just that's a good.
That's because I can sort of pull through it, but this hand is
more
gone than I thought today, actually.
Oh yeah. It's a good angle here. It's a bit like.
It needs to go outside on the right.
Yeah.
We'll get you back up to the angles and things. It's going to be good.
What's your weight?
About 78.
All right, you look less. You're a slim guy.
What, you 6'1"?
Yeah.
Oh, right, it's a really good height because but the table's pretty much designed for your height, round about that. So.
Not that long.
Yeah, it's funny that because I've actually got quite short for him.
Yeah, not
It's interesting.
Yeah.
It's funny.
Why you're strong in the hook.
How tall do you think Andrew is? About 5'10", 5'11"? Because he's got very long arms for his height.
Is that mechanic, Andy?
No, Andrew Smith.
I would say about 5'11".
That's it, as in our usual guy, yeah. special out of you?
Yeah, okay. Yeah, well, I just know him as the rattlesnake.
The rattlesnake.
So.
Unsurprisingly. This is good because I can crop that image. It's nice. If I learned from watching the YouTube, I would struggle because it's like trying to associate that with actual my body shape. It's quite difficult. So to be able to do the two, it's very good. You'd be a good drummer if you can do that.
Yeah,
Because
sure.
you're in touch with your body. Nice. So it's just this attitude I want from you. That's all.
Yeah, sure.
So you're pushing down heavy into it, but it's quite comfortable for him.
Yeah.
You want to be
So I've got my pronation.
Yeah, you want to pull
Rising
up
up a bit.
and then it's just on a bit of height and then. Your stop what?
Yeah, no, it's just my wrists for me.
Yeah.
Literally, that's the first thing to go every time.
Always have problems with my wrists.
Yeah.
I forgot you've got quite small hands.
Yeah.
So with me, sort of that wrist took a long time to get.
Yeah.
I mean, for years or.
Yeah, that's what I struggle with most, definitely.
Nice.
Yeah. Is that finger containment?
Yeah, me it's more
Yeah.
hand. But I mean, the thing is, initially like really nailing it on this. It's really.
Yeah, he has good finger
because
containment.
what you want to do is force me to come up into a hook.
Mm.
So sort of aim, just aim over my
Yeah.
hand a little bit.
Okay.
Yeah, aim across. That's nasty, nice.
Nice.
That's so much better. Yeah. Well, I'm having to use wrist strength there.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
So what happened was, you notice John Brzenk now, he's going over against some really big guys, when actually I don't think he's really up to it anymore. He's still amazing.
Yeah.
But you can see the guys would ordinarily be beating his wrist, but he's up here. And they're doing everything right, but he's managing. So all he's concentrating on is don't try not to lose my wrist.
Right.
That's all you care about at that stage. So you were beating me, but because you didn't beat my wrist,
Yep.
I was sort of able to come back again.
So,
So to beat my wrist, you're going to have to just incrementally kind of ruin it.
Yeah.
What I'll do is I won't go 100% on the wrist.
Okay.
So you're doing very good. You're a bit low. See, that's very comfortable for me. I've got a natural angle on your hand. So don't go. You want to bring me over.
Yeah.
And then aim.
Okay.
So sorry, mate. Tell me if I'm squeezing your thumb too much.
Yeah.
Lots of back pressure.
Yeah, well, this back pressure, this and this,
Mm.
it just helps stop me from getting a natural angle on you.
Mm.
So just keep an eye on our hands and sort of aim. So that's much better.
Nice.
Nice, yeah, nice. Same again, I'm going to put a bit of wrist on.
Yep.
Too. Nice. Trouble is, can you see here?
Yeah.
Bend your wrist, and I've got something
Yeah.
to follow. So try and keep a little bit there, and then come through. So that I can't beat.
Yep.
That's very difficult. As soon as you do that, I'll go away in. So yeah. Another way you can do it if you do like bending your wrist is to jump up.
Yep.
That's very difficult for me. Difficult for anyone really. The only time we're dumping up is it's very difficult to then get to the pad.
I see, yeah.
You kind of used up too many of your
Yeah.
tricks. So the best thing, so try and keep tight, and then bend your wrist if you get enough height.
Okay.
If you low down here,
Yep.
then you give me a way in,
Yep.
unless you want to go commit to a hook, in which case really go like 100% in
Yeah.
that direction. Yes. Yeah. Great exercise for me. Brilliant. That's so much better. Keep it, try not to bend that wrist. That's better. Nice, really nice. So I'm going to be just pushing in there.
Yep.
And that's perfect, really good. Nice. I'm just going to come back and side pressure. Aha!
Yeah.
So that you did everything right. So basically, I had to do silly things just to stop you. That's really good. I'm just gonna make it difficult for you. So I'm not gonna say I'll let you get to the bag. I'll make it difficult.
Yeah. Okay.
But I'm not gonna be putting you on the power.
Alright.
Good. Nice. Hopefully you'll get stronger because of it. Same again. Yeah. Same good. We want this specific strength.
Yep.
Good. We've got a really good all elbow pulse.
Yeah.
I was going to say you started right on the back.
Yep.
So if you came forward and then pulled back to the edge and go.
You know, it's good to keep on your above your elbow at the start. It gives you something to come back on. Less right elbow pulse.
Yeah.
Good, good. Nice. Elbow. It probably might have been legal.
Maybe.
Yeah. Just try to sort of keep on it. You know. I mean, it's great. It means this is stronger than that, but I mean that's going to come. Then if one element's stronger than the other, it's a problem because you can have like this will ruin your wrist.
Yep.
That's usually me ruining my own wrist.
Yeah,
But if you've got some guys have really strong wrists and then they just open up, it's like, oh, anyway, my wrist's really strong, but that's not strong enough.
Yeah, that's the most uncomfortable part. It's just this last bit here.
It's really horrible, isn't it?
Yeah.
So that bit, you will find that you don't have to go all the way over if you're strong enough because it kind of comes down anyway before you go down.
Yeah.
So if you keep your shape, it says a lot. It helps if you're close to the table. So same again, really, really good, nice. Really nice, good. Nice. Oh, you're doing it right, just carry on. Patience, so if you run out of room, just sit on it.
Sit on it.
Yeah. So good. Nice. I just want to see that when you let go. Don't let go, keep the pressure on. Yeah, that's better. Sit on it, nice. Just want to make sure you're keeping it.
Yep.
Constant.
Yeah. Okay, good. That's it. That's really nice. Good. So I'm going to use a bit of this.
Yep.
That's good.
Okay.
So how does he combat you using a bit of wrist now? What would his counter move be?
Yes. So he has to keep the tension on.
Yeah.
I've got a short arm, so you know if you can keep me off my side,
Yeah.
and stop me from being able to bite here. Because as soon as I can get here,
Yeah, I feel you.
that's really, really
Take
difficult
it.
for most people. So just keep me tense there.
Yep.
And in fact, you can do a lot by just keeping me tense and then come up with an idea once you've done that.
Yeah.
Yeah, so good.
Oh, yeah.
So all I did was move the wrist.
Yeah.
Yeah. Nice. So because I'm holding this off, this is going to get stronger.
Yep.
You can feel it opening out here and here. So
Yeah.
it's kind of it's the best way of exercising. I don't think you can. Curling won't do as well as that. You know?
Yeah.
So same again, and we're really going to work this. Yeah. Okay. Remember, once that's tight, I'm going to struggle because at the moment I'm only controlling your hand.
Yep.
Nice. Nice, yes. Really, really good. Yeah, nice. Let's go to the left.
Yeah.
Now it's a completely different story on my left, you know. The only thing I find, the only problem with training is people don't test my bicep because it's all up here. So it's kind of like, unless I go full hook, and it's like, oh, there's a couple of guys who I really struggle with. It's like, that new guy, Alex, is unbelievable. You know?
Oh yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
It was amazing, yeah. So it's like, it's just a matter of time before he's beating everyone.
Yeah, it's just that power then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, his stamina's not there, but it's like you look at him, he's a fit guy. But actually, it's his table time stamina. It's kind of got like he'll train for what 40 minutes, for an hour, and then it's like that's gone.
Yeah.
And actually, give him a few months and he's going to be phenomenal. You know.
Yeah. Ilka feels strong as well.
Oh,
Ilka,
Ilka, amazing. And actually, Ilka's he's got much more kind of good progress as far as technique.
He's used as well to being an athlete and training programs.
I think he's a kickboxer.
He
or
was a
something.
kickboxer for
really?
Turkey.
Oh, really?
So at national level, as high as you know.
We had a guy called God, what's his name? Hubert, right. So we had a guy called Hubert who was really good in our club. And he was just getting really good, and then he left because he just wanted to go back into his kickboxing.
Yeah.
But I think he recommended Ilka to check us out. So I was so happy that he did that.
Yeah.
Because Hubert didn't live in Chesham, whereas Ilka did. So it's like, wow, someone local. If I have the energy, I'm going to visit him more regularly and just exercise. But it's like maybe, I mean, it just gets me completely knackered, you know. Yeah. Yeah, I've got enough to do that's so good. Nice. So that's real trouble for me on my left.
Yeah, just in the setup, I can tell it feels more comfortable.
Oh, you've got it all. Yeah, it's really good.
But like in the right, I feel uncomfortable.
But look at the natural angle. You've got a really nice angle.
Yeah.
Really nice. So it's like I'm having to push down and come up.
Yeah.
Push down to support that angle.
Yeah.
And all I'm trying to do is give you a further to beat me. The only trouble is, I don't like losing my thumb. So it's like if I come up here, a lot of people just try and dump the thumb.
Yeah.
They should do that. It might give you a half a chance. But it's easy to dump your thumb if your arm's up there. So you've got somewhere to go through. If you're down here, it's like,
harder, yeah.
I almost deliberately have to pull through the thumb, so I wouldn't like to use my thumb grip. If I had another arm, I wouldn't have to use it. So this one, I don't know, I could try and dump it, so good. Yeah, so that one I just dumped the thumb. Didn't really have much of a difference. The only thing is if I use the thumb, I got almost drag it a little bit further. So I don't know. What I'll do then, I'm going to try and hook up sideways, as a comp hook up, sideways and just try and slow you a bit because I need to, although you're putting in more exercise against Ash, but I'll try and do it without ruining his thumb. Okay, so there we go. That's good. At least it gives you half a bit of exercise.
I feel it.
It's not a lot, you know, maybe I should do this. Not bad, is it? It's totally illegal, but at least it's giving you some exercise. Okay. See, I could only do that because I was up there.
Yeah.
But of course, in real life, I'm not that lucky. It's funny, people don't realise how much of a disadvantage a short arm is. It's amazing, you did a big difference. Yeah. Oh yeah. So I'm dealing with some shoulder there, that's really sore. Yeah. But I don't want to ruin you completely. Knowing I like someone else can turn up just as we're knackered. Yeah.
I think it's just us three today, lads. Yeah.
Yep. Nice. Yeah, keep it. Good.
So what I've noticed as well is that once you've got your wrist set, it's strong. So there's not much chance to sort of manipulate the wrist once you've set it.
You're quite isometric, which is really good. You're not relying entirely on that.
Well, I think because my hand isn't big, I have to have a lot of back pressure to protect it. I feel like.
Interesting. Right.
I think you're right. I think that when you don't have a big hand, you can use the leg. You tend to rely on more wrist.
So maybe I should try that more back pressure.
Yeah, because especially even in the strap, I feel even more comfortable because I sort of like I don't need to. I feel like it's the wrist, the hand.
Better still, if you were to use that back pressure, use that back pressure body
Yeah.
there. That back pressure this way,
Yeah.
that's a bit more effective.
I see. Yeah.
Yeah, because the trouble is, because you've not got a hand, if you go on the long way round, you'll run out of room, you just use your hand.
Yeah.
Your wrist. So, but if you can go across it, think about Michael, not Michael, Toddzilla.
Yeah.
So Todd Hudson. So he'll come across, and it's very much using that sort of power.
Yeah.
But instead of going back here, he's using that across here.
Yeah. And he's not at that body back his hand.
Yeah, and he's not the
Yeah.
biggest guy.
Yeah.
You know, so
Just comes straight
yeah,
through,
yeah,
doesn't it?
yeah. So, but I mean, admittedly, he's got rock hard wrists. You know, that can be lost very easily.
Yeah.
So it's like he's kind of even he works just the right things, you know.
But
And
even
he
when
can sit there as
and even when he gets compromised a little bit, he's got so much power through the
Just to
palm.
stop him from moving. Yeah.
You know, he can just incredible.
Yeah, so probably I'm not the best person to be doing this against. So go. So this,
Yeah.
so leaves from the fingers.
Yeah.
So try and take me a bit more.
Okay.
So it goes.
Onto the tricep,
Yeah. So what you're doing there is it's called a high hook.
Yeah.
And so good thing about a high hook is you're securing that a little bit more at the start, and then if you go in top roll or continue over, I don't know what it's called when you continue over from one high hook. I always used to call it just high hook, but the reality is a lot of people don't go all the way down from a high hook.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
Yeah, so it's something else. We should call it something, but that gives you the ability to take the whole hand.
Yeah.
Yep. So good. Oh yes, 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 yes. That's good. Go. Oh yeah, that's perfect. Perfect. Good. You'll feel that. Do more than. Are you okay on the left to do it more?
Yeah.
So if Ash goes on. If I wasn't so adverse to operations things, and I did enough in my life, I'd get that wrist sorted out.
Yeah, you're right. So much.
Yeah, because I don't have the bone condition.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
I see.
well, I can bend my wrist. The only thing is Ash knows what you're going to try and do now.
Yeah.
Although I think that, yeah, I've noticed that Ash is quite an aggressive arm wrestler. He tends to try and,
His climbing's good stuff.
Yeah, he's
that's
trying-
what makes me uncomfortable.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Really good back pressure for your weight. Surprisingly,
Yeah.
I think actually.
It's really good. Well, you've been a rock climber.
Yeah, I do rock climb.
Do you? Yeah, my nephew does.
Yeah, and a lot of pull-ups.
Oh, perfect.
But I knew there's something that's deceptive about the way you pull. Because like your shape, you look like a rock climber.
I wouldn't do so much of the active chin-ups.
It's more like.
It's the negatives. It's really helpful.
What's your camping like? Campusing?
Yeah,
Stuff
yeah,
like
I
that.
do like one-arm lock-offs as well.
No,
I'm
you can feel that.
I'm so jealous of guys who can actually close their arm like that.
Yeah.
You get a lot of longer arms, and whereas I'm always out here, you know, so it's like it means that my lockout on the table is quite open.
Right.
Whereas if your lockout's down here,
Yeah.
it can be a bit dangerous if the other guy goes.
Straight through it.
Yeah, but as long as you're on it, you're all right. That can be very, very powerful. So you don't have to be the one who goes all the time. I notice you tend to be the person who's always
Right.
secure your wrist.
Probably if I'm scared of the wrist.
There's one thing securing your wrist, so that's great. But so if we were to start like properly, so secure up into your wrist if you can.
Okay.
But then wait to see what he does.
Okay.
So go. Well, you didn't do it.
What did I
You
do?
didn't do anything with your
No, I didn't.
Come
Yeah. Okay.
That all you should be thinking about on the start, and don't drop.
Yeah.
Because if you drop down, it's this you should be doing.
Yeah.
But that's not what you do. So
Right.
you want to be coming up. So to come up, you need to be high on your hand.
Yeah.
Yeah. So forget about. You see guys hanging back
Yeah,
here.
and all
That's
that, yeah.
great for this.
Yeah.
But that's not what you're trying to do to him here.
Right.
So keep up on
Right.
it. Yeah. And then it's simply boom.
Okay.
Yep. So go better. That's a lot better. So then what about then? Wait to see you're opening yourself up. Wait to see what he does. And then you can Oh, yeah,
It's that
keeping your
I'm
wrist.
getting a lot of pain here actually today.
Yeah.
That's just from that.
Was that was just your left? Yeah.
Yeah, it's just so annoying
Yeah.
because I just can't hold. As soon as it gets to a certain point, I'm just getting pain. But that's a good thing, 'cause at least I know it was from that match.
Yeah.
And I haven't tested it since.
Yeah.
But I mean, Andrew, I'm not taking anything away from you.
Oh, of course,
You know,
yeah.
you're strong. Yeah, let's see if we can
Yeah.
secure something again.
Again, if you're pushing up,
Yeah.
then you can sort of help to sort of
Okay.
keep the wrist without. But you've got to sort of you can use your wrist without using all your wrist. If that makes sense.
Yeah.
So you can just sort of feel through
So
it.
if I came.
So the start was really good, but
Yeah.
see what he does and then pull up. So
Okay.
you know what you were doing at the start previously? So
Yeah.
your normal start, go as usual. So
Okay.
go, no, I mean normal, like what you always do. So what
Oh,
you
right.
were doing previously. So do that first.
Right.
Go now, yeah. So what we're not going to do.
Yeah.
So okay. So instead, do this start first,
Yeah.
and then you do that movement.
Right.
Right, because then you've got something to make of it.
Yeah.
Just to react to him.
Yeah.
Because so that thing you usually start with,
Yeah.
instead of using that as an aggressive thing, use that as your
To
defense.
secure the wrist.
No, you secure your wrist first.
Right.
You're doing that movement after you've secured your wrist.
Okay.
So in other words, a lot of the stuff you usually use against the other guy
Yeah.
on the start,
Yeah.
that's kind of should be your secondary move.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so keep nice and high. So really twist into him. So go, yeah, and now you're going to think about the pulling and all the rest. Now imagine it's the restart. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Work with him. That's good. You're following him. Nice. I mean, there's a mechanical weakness there, but the fact is you're
Yeah.
doing better this time.
Yeah, the climbing feels really
Yeah.
comfortable.
The thing is, you can't climb if you don't secure it first.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you're just out here.
Yeah.
You know, fingertips.
No, definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely.
So if you've got something to cling onto,
Yeah.
a lot of guys cheat. They'll dump down
Okay.
because you've got more to cling onto. But then the other guy's got more of you as well. So it's like,
Yeah.
well, then
Yeah.
it's just bicep and bicep.
Yeah.
Whereas if you secure up, you've got physically got something to cling to when you
Yeah.
lean back on him.
And then it helps you climb
Yeah.
also. Yeah.
Yeah. So just try and think defensively as well. So that's a defence,
Yeah.
and then let him be as aggressive as he likes.
So technically, then what I was doing is kind of rushing it a bit, trying to secure,
and
then opening, dropping.
yeah, because
opening.
you were rushing and opening yourself
Yeah,
up immediately, and
yeah.
then it's like, well, all he has to do is a little bit of pressure, and you're already gone.
Yeah. Yeah.
So you just need to keep your guns, you know. Yeah.
Yeah. Cool.
Do on right.
Yeah. I'm actually shocked that my wrist is still hurting from pulling in that tournament.
But how long ago was it?
3 weeks.
Yeah, but you're not on the 2-3 month. You know, on any tendon overextension, it takes months.
Right.
Yeah. Sorry
No,
to
I'm just
say.
surprised. Like I thought I'd be fine.
If it's your tendon, it will take longer. You know. The first match I ever won up north, that's where all the big armors used to be. So Preston Panthers, I felt really very conscious about winning that because it's
Right.
like I got a very funny look. Here's your trophy, you know, thanks. You know, just beating their guts. But anyway, the point is that on the practice table afterwards, I felt awesome, right? And then it's like Phil Sampson's bigger than me. I was like, oh, that's nice, but you know, I felt really cocky, you know. So I just won the tournament, you know.
Yeah.
And it's like, you know, and then he's out fine. He just completely tore through my
Wow.
arm with a top roll.
Wow.
And it's like, oh my god, the pain.
And that's what I got. I got top rolled.
Yeah.
So the guy, like I say, it was one. I think the guy who came third. I think he was from the Hinkley Hammers, but he was, I'd say 6'4", probably
Right, yeah.
120
Phil Sampson's
kilos.
tall, you know.
And, yeah, it's because I stopped him. I was like, right. And then he just drove again, and it just went. I felt
Went
it
straight
like,
through it. Yeah.
like just ripped it open. I was like, oh no.
Yeah, it's a horrible feeling. I was lying in bed with my trophy next to me in the hotel. I was giggling because I was in agony, but at least I won a tournament.
Yeah.
But it's like, you know, I was so stupid. Never again. I'm never going to deliberately go right into someone's arm.
Yeah, you got to be careful, man.
This way, there you go. Nice. If you need a strap, I've got a good strap here, by the way. Right, just Oh, you got one of those old ones.
Yeah, I think it might even be broken, but
I don't know where mine went. I was at one of the tournaments. I mean, also. Oh God, you tense. Oh, here you go. Okay, go. Better. You kind of. You know, if you could do that without your entire body going, you could keep
Just
there.
like-
Well, this is great. If you, I
Yeah.
don't know if it's possible to tighten up across your chest.
sure.
Because this looked really good and that looked terrible down there. So yeah, so a bit more of there. So same again. Go.
Yeah, I just haven't got my wrist.
Yeah.
I literally can't. As soon as I try to secure everything, my wrist, I just get a pain.
Right.
Fucking
Yeah.
ridiculous. Ridiculous.
What about if you try to match just the back pressure?
Yeah.
That's all I'm doing really. Is
Really?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
So just to pull.
and a little, like a bit of pronation
Yeah.
through my thumb there.
But also he's leading from here as well. It's
Yeah.
like a good control.
Yeah, exactly.
You're not
So-
really flattening out your hand.
Yeah.
You don't have to wrap him as much. Like if you could apply some pressure here,
Yeah.
Mm.
that
let's
would be
try
really
that,
good.
let's try
Shoot.
that.
And I find when I do that, I'm sort of blocking my hand from going up a little bit. See
Yeah.
with these thumbs.
So what you cap?
Yeah,
instead.
that's why I cap. 'Cause then I
Yeah.
can sort of climb if I want to a little bit.
Interesting. Yeah.
Whereas if it's like that, you can't really climb up with your hand.
Yeah. I guess it's the
If
same.
you're don't. You've got to be on your thumb,
Yeah.
over your thumb, because once you're blocking your
Yeah, that's what
your
I
own hand. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a good point. I've forgotten he keeps dumping his thumb up.
Yeah.
Really bad idea.
I know.
Right.
I feels uncomfortable.
Okay.
Well,
interesting.
you imagine, right? I've got my hand up there. I want to go that way. I've got my bloody thumb in the way.
Yeah, especially in the
Right.
strap because I was like double cap.
Right.
Yeah, you want to. Generally speaking, you go over your thumb. The guys who dump up are the guys who are going to go commit down here.
Mm.
Okay.
But you're not doing that, so yeah, that's better. Go.
Yeah, I feel that feels good. The back.
Better.
Yeah.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice man.
Just give you a bit of exercise, isn't it? It's on the hand for the camera.
Yes, that containment. That's the.
Yeah, it's different, isn't it?
Anyway, that was just for me.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna take it off a bit there.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm just gonna I'll be a statue and I'll just try and control it up here.
Yeah.
Just see where you can work with it. So go. Nice. See, I'm not so good if I'm very, very isometric. I have to be quite active.
Right.
So if I'm just like this, it's you know, he's got something to go at. So
Yeah.
all my power is in being active.
Yeah, because
Right.
you're taking everything. Yeah.
So it's great for me because if I'm trying to be isometric, it's like this is a much better arm than mine, you know, shape-wise. So it's really hard for me. So it's like really good exercise for my wrist. Fantastic. So I don't mind being beaten as long as I'm gaining something.
Yeah.
You know, so go. Yeah, nice. Really nice, yeah. Nice, yeah. Good. Same again, that's great. I love that. Great. You're jumping out here a little.
Yeah.
So just sort of. Nice. Oh, you have it. Yeah.
Oh, feel that.
I feel awesome. Do you want to try it, Kirk, and we'll see what we can do.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. So if I go, so you force the hook.
Yep.
So, yeah. Just going to see what we can improve here. Okay, so I'm not having to do anything.
Yeah.
So all I'm doing is dumping up, and you're going against the phone. You need to go.
More back pressure.
Yeah. Well, imagine you've got height.
Yeah.
So you don't have to have big hands, but if you imagine I've got a rope attached to these two fingers.
Yeah.
and they're going to be dropping down there over your opponent's wrist. That's going to help prevent your opponent from defending. And it's not necessarily going to get you all the way over, but it's going to stop him from, going to put him into trouble.
Yeah.
You know. So from that high hook position,
Yeah.
you can basically drop down over the other guy in this direction. It really makes it difficult for me. So again, I'm just going to try and hold you, and you're just going to find an angle over it. So hook in. See, this is really bad for you. You need to, if you're going to get the wrist, you've got to work this when you get the wrist. See my hand move?
Yep.
You've got to take something every time on the table. Every time you make a movement in any direction, you need to take a bit of your opponent with you.
Yeah.
So if I'm forcing him into a hook, watch. I force you into a hook, but I'm taking you up here. Can you feel the tension?
Yeah, I see that.
If I just take you there, I'm not taking you
Yeah.
at all. So if it didn't look, you can't really see it on the camera, but if we just hook like that,
Yeah.
I'm in trouble. Yeah? Because I've not taken any of you.
Yeah.
You've got something to prove.
Yeah.
But if I force you to hook and I'm
Feel it, yeah.
taking it,
More synchronization.
then you know it's far harder for you to get back.
Yeah.
So you've got to make sure that you take the other guy with you a little bit, and then that you've got something to drop down. So hook. That's a little bit there. You've kind of forced your wrist over. This is more of a top roll wing.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that's fine. I mean, there's nothing wrong with. But I mean, if you imagine, you can put side pressure on me if that is up there. Down there, you can't put really
Yeah.
side pressure on me. So it's like if I'm doing side pressure for this, I'm trying to keep my arm up here. So if I'm down there,
Difficult, yeah.
you know.
So bring it more like up here.
Yeah, because otherwise I just entirely on my wrist and thumb.
Okay. Yeah.
And you see them in the last tournament, you saw a good few hooks ending up really low between both people.
And they run out of space.
They're like, it's like that in the end.
Yeah.
It's like, it's,
But if you can keep up, you've got your guns.
yeah.
Yeah. So I'm always trying to keep a high arm. Even though I've got a stupidly short arm, it gives you something to find. So hook up. So hook up. That's it. No, you're going to be keeping the thumb up. No, you're going to come there. Tap my thumb. Go. That's already better. That's so much better.
That's
So much
nice.
better. So now I want to try and stop you. So good. Again, I'm just going to be isolated.
Try and drag it into the top
Nice.
as well. Try and drag it.
Yeah, you're really working my thumb. Really, really good.
Nice.
Yeah. So much better.
Yeah.
Yeah. Again, you do tend to kind of bend. Try. If this watch. So if I bend this,
Yeah.
I'm going to take you a bit. Okay. If I'm just jumping forwards there, it's loose.
Yeah.
That's not gained me anything.
Yeah.
So you've not lost anything. So I'm going to go all the way through you. But if you bend your wrist, every time you bend your wrist, you're gaining a little bit from your opponent. That's how you win it.
Yeah.
At least you got some exercise, isn't
Good,
it?
Yeah.
Right, what's next? So actually, we could dump on the left if I try and sort of hook first and then see you just tear out.
Okay.
Good for me. You said once you like training in the garden. Is it
Yeah, no,
it'd be good to be outside?
we could do. Yeah, we could do the garden, to be honest.
Oh, I was just trying to make it difficult for you. It's horrible for me. I mean, it really hurts. But, don't think I've done any bad injuries. There was, not today, I mean over the years, there was one time my arm made a big clicking, snapping sound. All thought they'd broken something. It was just literally, because they've got that bone bump there, I think the tendon had caught on the bone and then snapped off the ping off the so they, well honestly, they thought they'd broken my arm and it was fine. Oh, that hurt. That's good. That's what I feel on my right arm when I've got guys like sort of Nick.
You've heard from Nick lately? He's gone a bit quiet.
He's a quiet guy. He's a family guy, so he has, I think, joint custody.
Okay.
So it's like he's often busy, which is fine. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh. No, that really hurt actually. I don't know why I did that. It's, I'm very proud of Daffy, the way he's getting really good.
Yeah, he was impressive against Noah.
Yeah. He's going into much more into hook now. Previously he was
top roll, wasn't he?
Yeah, he was always top roll, and I was just sort of. I'm not going to say it was me, because it might have been. He's been training with so many other people, but there's a few little pointers, and actually, he didn't believe because I was beating him in the hook, and then just told him to keep up, and then sort of actually now he's sort of you can't see it on the videos. But it's the feeling that he's pulling down from the other guy's hand that gets him further. So it's like often it's not every you can't necessarily see. If you were like really sharp eyed, you might be able to see how he's gripping the other guy.
Yeah.
But he's way more effective now. You know, it's really hurting my index finger as well.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because I'm having to kind of try and stop your breath. Yeah. So go.
Yeah, I feel like if I tried to slip that would hurt me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh. So actually, you can do what I did if you want. Not now, but someone who's better than I am on the left. So what we do? So you've got the advantage. So if your opponent has the advantage, so you're taking me.
Yeah.
I'm giving you pressure on, but I'm following you. So go. Following. I've still got this.
Yeah.
So I've got something to fight back with.
Yeah.
Yeah. So sometimes if it means protecting your wrist, do everything you can to protect it. Admittedly, you can probably press. You know, you might get a tricep press, but at least it's something.
Yeah.
You know, to get back on me. So what I'm going to do, rather than pull back, I'm going to let you beat me, but I'm going to try and hold off.
Okay.
Yeah. So we just try to get all of your ankles.
Yeah.
Go. Nice. Yeah. Yeah. Good. That's good. Oh. Yeah, good exercise.
Yeah.
Really good. We could do a little intermission for grip. What do you think?
I don't mind. I want to pull a little bit more just to see why my wrists are feeling like this. Because they're feeling really funny today. And I don't know if it's something I'm doing because I haven't pulled for a month or I don't know what it is. But I've never felt this sort of pain in both of them. Like I can't pull back and pronate properly because it feels like I'm just going to lose it. It's really weird.
If you're a little bit loose and not using your muscle to keep tight, it's not going to necessarily help. If you've got some tendonitis, literally your nervous system's going to say, I need to hold off a little.
Yeah.
So you can get around that a little bit by tensing pulling down into it. It just means that it's not necessarily good for tendonitis.
No.
But if you're pulling down here, then you're fully engaged. But the only caution I would say, if you're fully engaged on your tendon, then if the other guy breaks that position, it's only going to make it worse. So you need a way of working around it with your body as well.
Yeah.
So you have to be a bit smart about it.
What do you do to work to like contain?
This
That's where I feel like as soon as you go, I've got nothing.
Right.
Yeah, so all I do is I'm feeling the
Do
opponent.
you just work it in armour?
Yeah,
Do any specific?
I don't know, I only train now.
Yeah.
All my exercise is with you guys and with big monsters. So basically all I'm doing is feeling the other guy.
Yeah, because that's just taking everything.
Yeah, so
cut, right.
but every time I'm feeling the other guy, that I'm gaining, I'm exercising, it's kind of getting me the exercise I need, you know. So you're trying to think how you can do the same thing. So
It's like pronator beats cut, but cut beats pronator, depending on who's stronger.
yeah,
That's the big difference. So I feel for the left.
So your pronation can't crack his fingers.
No.
no,
Not when he actively.
no.
like-
Well, I tend to lead from this side as well,
Mm.
so that helps. You can. A lot can be said for leading with the fingers.
Mm.
So try to imagine everything comes through the fingertips, and then
Yeah.
it's a little easier for you to control your hand. So on the middle of the table, try to lead from your fingertips.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's why all I'm doing is concentrating on trying not to, you know. So if the other guy, I don't know what the other guy's going to do, so I'm feeling for the direction he goes.
Yeah.
You know, I kind of adjust it based on what he does.
Yeah.
So in your case, you're putting a lot of pressure on the
Yeah,
lower
that's what I'm
edge.
trying to do.
Yeah. So then if you come up here, I've got to concentrate on the top.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you've got to change your side depending on. Now there's a lot of guys who are better than me at the dynamometers,
Mm.
but I can beat them one way or the other.
Yeah.
I get around, not beat them every time, but I can get around their hand because they're so symmetrical.
Yeah.
So they're used to pulling all the fingers at the same time. You have to in arm wrestling get used to pulling one side or the other
Yeah.
because you can react to the person.
Mm.
So grips really no good for arm wrestling strength, but it helps you nervously sort of get used to moving one or the other.
Yeah.
So it's like, you know, a little bit there, a little bit there, depending on what the other guy's doing. So in answer to that, all I'm doing is reacting to you. So if you pull one, try everything, and I'm just feeling for where you're, you know, where you're tense,
Yeah.
just pulling over that. Which is sort of a very easy thing to do, but you need to keep. If I'm down here, it's a lot harder. I've got to keep up on it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I feel that.
It's alright. It's funny. In a match, it's like I can think, oh, I'm really strong, but I'll get into a thing where the other guy can break me out of that just with speed.
Mm.
So it's like you have to kind of, you really got to be disciplined in order to keep that.
Yeah.
Also, another problem is the ref. So if the other guy's messing me up in the setup,
Yeah.
and it's up to the ref when he says where to go.
Especially because you've got short arms, people trying to climb up.
So if you're not able to use one side only, then you're in a lot of trouble.
Mm.
So if you're entirely used to just being able to use all your grip, a lot of guys, young guys, they'll say, oh, you're taking my grip, I just want to do this, they do that, don't they?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's because they're used to using the whole lot.
Yeah.
You don't need to use the whole lot, you just have to get used to using the bits that, you know, sometimes you've only got like, you know, so you've got to be able to engage with what you've got.
Yeah.
And in a match, it's not going to be fair. You know, in a match, you could have. It's not necessarily a fault by the ref, but you could have you could feel that they've got it all. In which case, you have to be willing to use fewer tools. You know, and it can be really annoying.
Yeah.
You wanted to arm us a little bit more too.
Yeah, I'll just have a couple more pulls. I mean, it doesn't feel great today, but I just want to try and break the back of, get through the pain barrier.
Actually, I'm less
Rather
wristy than him, so I'm not going to. So I'm not going to. So I'm not going to put everything into it.
Yeah.
I'm just going to sort of see if we can find you a way around the tendons.
Yeah.
So all I'll do is I'll feel which way you're going. So just sort of find out. This feels tense starting up.
Yeah.
You know, you're almost using something.
Yeah, no, it's weird, isn't it? Yeah.
You need to start, the hands is the tense thing to start, you know. If you're tense down here, then that can be broken really abruptly.
Right.
So imagine if this is really tight all the time, then firstly I can't move my hand as much.
Yeah.
And secondly, if the other guy does beat me, it's like, oh, I'm open. Whereas if I sort of concentrate on your chest here, This is a little bit more mobile, the finger's a bit more tense, so this little bit needs to be a bit active. So then you can feel feedback up here better.
Yeah.
Now where does it hurt over there?
It's as soon as I start doing anything, I get pain across the top of the wrist.
That's exactly what I used to get with Euro pinch. So you know, we pinch blocks, yeah. So it's kind of like
this one's really bad.
Right across the top.
Yeah. This one's like horrendous. This one's not so bad.
Yeah.
Like my right feels fresher than my left, even though I haven't pulled.
So again, just sort of see if we can work you around that.
Yeah.
So I'm just going to see where you go. So go. Gave you your hand.
Right. So because I tucked myself. Yeah. So really, I should just be pulling back like this.
Well, you can again. You need to secure this. So go, and then you pull through it. Yeah. So this needs to really work. To protect this, your hand's going to have to work a bit.
Yeah.
That's not bad. Good. Is that okay?
That was fine.
Good. No, that's a bit. Yeah. See, that's a little bit stringy.
Yeah.
So that's very tense.
Yeah.
So imagine, imagine I'm putting down there.
Yeah. Yeah.
There.
Yeah.
That's going to be. I don't know why. I'm not a. You know, I was going to be a scientist, but point is, I don't know what the mechanics are. Why? You think, hang on, why shouldn't it hurt under there?
Yeah.
But for some reason, block lifts when you're pushing in that direction always hurts it.
Yeah.
So to avoid that, what I do is, and this will work in arm wrestling, in the Euro pinch, so I still hold a world record for this, flat disc, you lift it up.
Right.
So you twist this way. You twist your grip sideways, biased towards one side of the hand.
Right.
And same thing arm wrestling, so you bias towards one side, you're getting around your problem there. You're not kind of lining them all up and just stringing yourself out.
Gotcha.
So see if we can work. Same thing, imagine you kind of, so you're gripping up and then you're kind of turning, you twist. Twist. So go. Use this side. That's better. And there, now you've got something you can bite with. So if I bite back, that should be better than strung out.
That is, yeah.
Weirdly, when it's there, that's vulnerable.
Yeah, and I always seem to get taken here. I can never. If I could secure this first, I think people would struggle more.
It's ironic that him, I would say, keeps here, but he's not got an injury.
Yeah.
So if
and his wrist integrity is good.
Yeah, if you're getting a problem there, you can
So I need to come in further.
keep the height.
Yeah.
So I make sure that I've got further to beat you,
Yeah.
rather than
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
So good. So we're finding a way around it. That's good.
Yeah. Yeah.
Good. So go. If I use my top,
Just go straight away.
just to make sure you
Right.
keep on it. Okay. I'm not really feeling any. I need to feel a little bit of that riser on you, because you've got to use the thinking. The riser's not going to harm that.
Yeah. Sure.
You can use as much as you need.
Okay.
That's right. This is a little bit vulnerable still, so you're there. You're good before, but you need to use your riser. Okay. Okay. That's better. That's better. Better. That's harder for me to do. Good. This is a bit stringy. Don't go entirely loose. So you can do it without hurting it. I think you just need to work around it. So left. So I've got shy left. So you might want to go.
Yeah. Just to see if I can. So maybe I can rehab it over the next few
Yeah, and
weeks.
actually, I'm not going to say in the long run that you should use that technique. I would say to use so much wrist. It's very good for getting around this. But when this is recovered, you're going to want to straighten up a little.
Right. So.
Yep. And you're pulling up into his thumb, yeah? You feel the base of his thumb? Nice. This makes it hard for him if you can you feel his thumb? Yeah? Just keep the pressure on his thumb there. And just, if he attacks you, so you attack, so you pull at him with your shoulder. Yeah, so now you can peel around this way. It should be reasonably safe on your wrist.
Yeah, I just can't pull
Yeah,
through
you're
at the
not
moment.
gonna. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, it's too much pain.
But we can protect it.
Yeah, it felt better than the first couple.
Yeah, that
So
felt
I didn't,
better.
yeah, I didn't sort of pull, but
Well, if you can avoid just totally punishing every time, then it will come
Yeah.
back. You know.
yeah, no, nice one.
Yeah.
And I did, I think I did a bit of grip as well last week.
Nice. Okay, well, I'm
But,
always up to
I'm wondering if I kind of messed it up a bit.
Well,
With those
again,
at the
grip.
top.
Grip is so isometric, everything's taut.
Yeah.
So it's like if you've got a bit of a niggle, everything's tight, you know, it's like,
Yeah.
you imagine your suspension bridge, you cut a few cables, it's going to
Yeah.
start raining, you know. Whereas in arm wrestling, you can work around the cable, go to the other side.
Yeah.
So you can't do it when you do grip strength.
Yeah.
So all I'd say to that is find out which bit's buggered and work your grip on the other side.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
I'd say it's about there. It goes up to this knuckle and straight across the top of the wrist. So as soon as I feel it come this way, it hurts.
So
a
actually
bit.
your thumb should be fine then.
Thumb's okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just this part of the hand really felt like it just.
Definitely don't do any claw grip. It's ironic, I was going to bring some of the little discs.
Oh,
you
yeah,
know.
yeah.
But that would be
Yeah.
the worst thing for you. It's a good thing I didn't do it.
Yeah.
So,
It's annoying, really.
Yeah.
It's,
I've brought a bit of fun here. I've got the Vulcan gripper.
oh yeah.
This is fun. So the good thing about the Vulcan is you can. Admittedly, it's still pretty much concentrating on the one side. Oh, it's quite strong. It's quite hard. But the point is, you can get it to a parallel on a lighter grip.
Oh, I
So
see.
it's set to
Yeah.
parallel, and then you can concentrate there. Or you can even get it onto the
Yeah.
top end and really
Yeah.
feel it.
Yeah.
Do you try and bend your wrist while you do it? Or?
Yeah, it's very light. There's no. If you grip and then try and bend your wrist,
It's really hard.
it's
Yeah.
really hard, but it's also not good for you.
Is it not?
No, what you're looking for, this is what John Brezink would do, is he bent his wrist and then he
And then yeah.
So it's this.
See, I've got a little stress ball in there, and what I tend to do is just cock my wrist like that and squeeze the stress ball.
It's
Yeah.
probably best because you don't need a lot of pressure.
You
just
really
need
don't.
control.
Yeah.
So what you
I
do
might
is
do that to rehab it.
just,
Yeah.
you can even, at night, you just lie in bed like that.
Yeah.
Just feeling.
I do it when we're watching a series together or something.
Yeah.
I'll just sit there and front of the
It's a very good way of just getting that control. The only issue, if you grip up, that is extremely hard to break. And it's extremely easy to injure yourself, So if you were to grip up, that is harder to break than if you don't grip up. So you've got to do it with caution.
Yeah.
You know.
I don't, like you say, you don't need a lot of weight. It's more just getting the tendons stretched and used to that
Yeah.
position. In fact, I don't know why I
Get
haven't
used to feeling.
Yeah. Yeah.
This one I like just as a gripper, but I mean the good thing about this is you can just whack it up to whatever you want.
What does it go to in kilos, right? The top, you know?
Well, the best time, my best was right up there when I was doing the 3. So Captain's Cross 3. But this one is easier to close at the end and hard to set. Whereas the Captains of Cross for some reason is easier to set and hard to the last little bit harder. So this one's really good if you want to learn that hand control.
Yep.
Torsion spring grip is pointless because it's all at the end. So it's like, well, wait, how are we going to learn it? So even though it is a similar sort of handle, the feeling is very much this. It's that set.
Yeah.
I'm not going to do it now. Actually, I think like a strong 3 is more like up there. But I've got a spring spin, so I've got like a really tough spin, where 3 would be like down to the head.
Yeah.
But then the set is so tough I can't even set it. Whereas if it was down there with it's called a chrome spring, tough spring. This is the lightest one. So the tough spring, I could be able to set a 3 and almost get it. But on this one, I couldn't even set it. So it's kind of like this one's very good for building up that strength. But a bit of fun. So see how it feels. Good for setting into your hand,
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, nice. And believe it or not, that's one up. Yeah, that's two up, and then that's three up.
Oh, I see.
So one up, two up, and then the whole lot up. So it's kind of like if that was one. I don't know what it actually is because it's a chart. Depends on the spring. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4. So if I go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Oh no, actually 1, 2, 3, 4. That's it. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 16. So that's like 19. You say it's really heavily worn because my favourite position is 19. So 19 for me is a really good test for getting that feeling, you know, whereas for you it'd be kind of like slightly different. Because you have a favourite position. And it's really good, I find, for just sort of defence. Just sort of defensive.
Yeah.
There's no offensive quality in that at all. It's very much about just deflecting the other guy's grip. When I face the camera, it would look better. It means I have to edit it less. Yeah. So on your set,
Yeah,
it's a bit sweaty.
break it down first.
Yeah, so I tend to kind of sort of put it into your grip, and then you close it.
So it's harder to.
Yeah. Again, if you want an arm wrestle, don't buy Captains of Crush. It's not going to do. It's going to be up here.
Yeah, no, it's just too much pain.
That's all right. Go really light for physio then. There's no shame in doing stuff for physio. And look how low that is in your hand. So this needs to be up here.
Right.
So if it's down there, you know, that's like really bad for you.
Oh, okay.
Because it's peeling your hand out. There's also if it's sideways, you know. So use that hand. Yeah, I think.
I never usually moan like this, by the way. You'll never hear me
No,
moan
I mean,
like that.
if you're injured, you're injured.
I didn't realise until today. I was so excited. Let's get back into it, and it's just as soon as I've gripped up, I was like, oh no.
I know how it feels. Yeah, we've all been injured.
But yeah, it's just the way it is, isn't it?
I've got like peeling skin at them because I've been doing so much.
Oh, really
for
nice.
It's like I've been doing so much of the plate lifting. That
Oh yeah, I've seen
don't
people
have
hub lifting.
Yeah, half the time I don't have a thumbprint, so my phone doesn't recognise me anymore. It's always tearing my skin out. Yeah. That's just bloody strong. It's great. Sometimes I think that if you've got a small hand, but a long arm, I think it's more efficient than if you've got a small hand and a short arm. I think you've got better pulling range.
What sort of level of
Nice. Yeah, cheap. That's pretty good.
What sort of level of bouldering do you do? Like as in?
Oh, I see. I've been to. There's one in yonder. Do you know that one?
Okay, yeah, no, I only know the one in Harrow, but
I've been to that one.
Yeah.
Probably not that great. Like V5 maybe.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, V5.
Yeah.
But then it depends because it'll be like a V5. I can't do.
And
I can do it easy at V6.
Yeah. Okay.
I do a lot of campus. You know what campus boarding?
Yeah.
I find it
Is
weird.
that like the moon board, or whatever they call it?
Yeah, it's like a beast maker.
Yeah.
Where they have like an edge. One
Yeah.
like 20.
Oh, I've got the handles.
But they're just different test surfaces. But I find it very funny. Okay, in the Olympics it made sense for me when they saw bouldering. It's different tests, right? So very interesting. But they're not putting a number on them.
No.
You know, you can't put a number on it really. I know they do. So you've got to
Yeah.
be level 7 bloody difficult. But that grip, someone's going to be better at than that grip. And yet they're both number 7 or 5.
Yeah, it's weird that they mix it all together as well.
I think it's just for ease. You know, they want people to have an idea of roughly how difficult it is.
Yeah.
You're not going to get it like that if you don't set it. So my left is shite, so I have to really set it now, you know. So it's like, oh bloody hell, you've got something right now. So I have to really set it, you know, so I've got half a chance of closing the damn thing. You know. And this is another good thing this is for. If you want to really be good on the table, is open set. So basically it's like really open, and you just kind of control it.
Yeah.
Getting your swing.
And it almost keeps your hand neutral as well, doesn't it?
Yeah,
Sort of
it
kick back
gets
so
this
much.
nice. Having said that, a lot of professional grippers, grip guys, they'll have this attitude when they're doing a gripper sometimes when they're setting it, whereas you really want to get practiced like this on the arm wrestling. So if you can keep there positive, positive. This, you'll find it impossible to then re-engage your wrist if it's there.
Yeah.
So that's once you tense, you're not going to get your wrist back very easily, unless you find a way out. If you fade, then you've got a chance of getting back. But, but that's why I keep telling people, if you're setting up, even slightly negative, you're in trouble. Because as soon as you tense up, how are you going to get your wrist?
I've done it too, but I couldn't do anything higher than that.
Yeah. Oh, that's getting a bit loose. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh man, my poor old spring. I might need to buy. Hang on, oh no, it's alright, it's the gripper. Oh, that just needs turning outside. I was worried, I thought the spring was broken. So, okay, so this one, I don't know, so 22. Just about. So 22. I mean, you know, before I was you know, that's good. You know, to have that control and have not all my power. I tried that on like a 2.5. That's as much as a 2.5 I just did. But you can guarantee I can't go to 2.5 today. Not after arm wrestling. So very different. These are probably quite pricey though. This is like 50p, and they've got other versions, and you can. I think there's a James Barrowband one. Brookfield might do one, but they're worth getting. I mean, you only need to get it once, and then you know you've got.
I've got like one of those ones similar to that, but with it looks like a little gun.
Oh yeah.
But it does about it does like 45 kilos.
Yeah.
But, and you can turn it upside down like that one as well.
Yeah, my one is quite parallel. It's quite clear.
Yeah.
Have you seen? I've recently got this thing called the ringer. Have you seen that? Where it's like. You twist it like that.
Oh, yeah.
Which is quite good.
Like bringing out shouts.
A little bit.
That's really good. I
It's
mean,
mental as well, and you like tighten up at the top.
how can I
do both hands opposite?
Yeah, you can do both.
But surely that's got to be good. You think that's got to be useful.
And it feels nice, just repost it really light.
Yeah.
Just like that.
I think that sounds like really useful.
That's interesting.
Yeah, people really like found with them.
The old school is just get a towel, you know.
Yeah, exactly.
Turn a towel. Make sure you drink.
Yeah, I should. Are you alright for water?
I'm alright.
I've got a bottle of water for you.
Oh, yes, please.
Yeah,
Cheers, thank you.
Alright, Jerome.
Yeah, I feel like I need to make sure I drink all of it.
I've also got, I don't know if you ever used it, like, I think it's from God's Grip.
Oh yeah.
You know, it's like a cupping thing, so you attach it to the bullet and then you sort of...
Yeah. Oh, I mean, there's so many out there.
Yeah.
Yeah, loads on the market.
Yeah.
Really good. Andrew, if you ever visit him, he's got all of them. So he'll set
Oh,
them
he
up.
doesn't.
He's got the winch, the Mazarenko winch, the expensive one.
Oh,
So
nice.
you can set it up and do that, you know. Also, Ilka. So, which is easier for you to get to, St. Albans or
You're closer to me.
Right.
Yeah.
So if you go to, if we visit Ilka sometime, he's got all of these things.
Oh, really?
And it's very good, really fun.
Oh, thank you.
I want to make it a bit. I need a bit of pain, you know. So my left's not an issue. I've got plenty of pain there. Just thinking on the right. The thing is, I promised myself in September I would basically tear it up a bit so that I didn't leave a session without being weak.
Yeah.
You know. So I've got to feel like I'm going to be beaten up. So.
Well, I'll definitely be having these every Thursday and Sunday again.
Oh, cool.
And we can alternate them as well if someone wants to go somewhere else.
Yeah.
But for sure, from now on, I'm back on now for the ball.
What I'll do you have any bigger bands?
Yeah, I've got that orange one around there.
Okay, so what I'll do is if I make it really nasty for me, then
You
at
could
least...
do the impossible strap with him.
Oh yeah, that would be
Sounds
nice. Can I have the impossible? Can I have
Yeah, well, see, you need to do.
that? I want one. so what it means is, like, firstly, it's harder for me to grip when I've got a big bloody bit of rubber in my hand, but if I struggle to get here, then it really, because this isn't getting work.
Okay.
It's just not getting work.
So you go around your elbow.
Oh, that one. No, I mean something that I can work into. It's the
Yeah.
opposite to that. No,
You should-
I mean something that gives.
Oh, I see.
Yeah,
Yeah, 'cause
so-
that'll keep.
Yeah,
Your...
so what I mean is, this is probably too.
Oh, I see. Yeah. Why don't you get
So if I do this and then. Oh, no.
Yeah, that's not a bad idea.
So this is it's pretty old.
Yeah.
Yeah, oh, that's pretty good. Okay, so.
Yeah, good luck with that.
So just arm wrestle me like normal.
Okay, yeah.
So really be mean.
Alright, yeah.
Yeah, so go.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, so it really makes it horrible for me.
Yeah.
Yeah, so go. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
So then it makes it really painful for me to get into the pad. So I want to get moving.
Yep, alright.
Yeah. Yeah, so if you really curl up on me, make it really, turn it on this way. Yeah, man, that's good. Oh, we've still got the table in there, good. Oh, ow, yeah. It's like, careful what I wish for.
Yeah.
Ooh, maybe one more and then I won't be able to do this anymore.
Yeah.
Ow, yes. Whether I like it or not, to get stronger, I do have to damage myself a little bit.
Yeah,
It's just one of the...
how long do you rest before a tournament?
For quite a long time for a tournament.
2 weeks?
Yeah, probably 2 weeks. I'll do a big session maybe.
And no grip stuff either? Or-
I can do a bit of grip stuff, but it's more physio, so I don't want to go too heavy.
Yeah.
Arm wrestling, you want to put all that work in beforehand, you know. So on the day, or going up to the tournament, you can do a lot of very light bands,
Yeah.
get blood into things, get the stamina up,
Yeah.
but you don't want to go anything heavy. This one's pretty painful. It's difficult enough getting to the pad.
Yeah.
So go.
Yeah, all I'm doing is punching up.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I tell you that defensive
Yeah.
using your wrist really, really good.
Oh.
Yeah, that felt that. Yeah.
Yeah, that's good. I like that. You're training with someone a lot weaker.
Yeah. Also, even if it doesn't have to be someone weaker, because they don't have to go 100% of the time.
Yeah.
With Andrew, I've been piling on so many other bands, and it's not just because he's weaker than me, it's because it makes it so hard for me to get to the start. So it's like I'm having to really work to just...
You're really loading before you leave.
Yeah, just to be able to start, and then he's quite mean. He can be quite, he'll be really aggressive.
Yeah.
So it's like I'm trying to keep my hand, and then sort of like trying to get my hand, and then I was.
And you don't know when he's going to hit.
Yeah, it means there's an uncertainty attached to it. Yeah.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, I'll give a little break and then. Good. So do you feel that helps your wrist?
Maybe. Let's see.
You really like close pineapples.
Yeah. Yeah, good. So that's better for your wrist.
Feels, yeah, I don't feel that pain.
Good, so at least you can work at it, yeah. Sounds like I've got a stomach complaint. just going to come in. So just a go. So just see if you can work it out. See if you can work it on my fingers. Nice.
Yeah. No, felt better with the strap, but I'm still missing something this week.
Yeah. But I mean, it's
Cheers, mate.
I don't know what the science is behind it. There must be someone out there who's good at this, like knowing, an expert on recovery.
Yeah, because it's a weird one. I honestly, I like. Yeah.
Yes. I think if anything, I don't know. I think the strap might be good for my left. Because I'm. So hang on. So is that bad? That's worse for me. Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. Good. So then it goes round.
You first.
Me first. Yeah. And then it goes round you.
Yeah.
Okay. So we're going to. And it's through there. Oh,
No, through.
through there.
Yeah.
Okay.
You got to get that buckle back round.
Yes, I know.
That's it.
Oh, I see. So I need to.
It goes in between our thumbs.
Yeah. I'm a walking disaster area. Right. Very good. Trouble is, I don't really, when I'm arm wrestling, I don't really think, I tend to feel. So it's this, the fact that I'm having to coach at all is really good for me. So having to actually sort of figure out what people are doing. Oh, you've got a little buckle. You've got a little strap. That's loose.
It's very loose, yeah.
Time.
Loose.
That's it. If you pull that up through that, we'll find out. Give that a good crank.
Good. Ooh, yes, I've got nothing now. Okay. Yeah, go. Yeah.
Yeah, that's negating my hand. That's actually helping those tendons. The pressure on there feels really nice.
Yeah, it feels pretty old to me. Could you straighten up a bit, please? Thank you. Yep. I can't pull down. My right hand doesn't feel bad in straps, but my left it feels like
Horrible.
yeah, really nasty. Okay, work it. Yep. Alright. Yeah, man. Aha, my shoulder.
So maybe I've just got to forget fucking my wrists and just go for
Go
strap
for
every
strap. I
time.
think you're probably right. Yeah.
But I do want to really work on my wrists.
Well, I remember Graham Tyser was complaining about his wrist for ages, and it was just as he was being invited to take part in more super matches. And it's like the worst timing. So he was like complaining. It's like we were telling him, a few of us were sort of shouting